faster. Do you think we could try it? Is that okay with you folks? Can we just try it? You don't have to worry. This is not for a grade or anything like that. I just, sometimes the passion in Mendelssohn just grabs my soul, you know what I mean? And when I heard you play, and you were all you were very proper, and you were very polite, and you were just wonderful. And I'm just wondering if we can just push you on the edge a little bit, never over the edge. But Mendelssohn grabs you, you play Mendelssohn sometimes like your hair's on fire, and so, at least some Mendelssohn. And I just thought, if we could just give it a try. I'm not saying I'm right, I'm not saying I'm wrong. I just would like to hear what you do with maybe a little faster tempo on the Mendelssohn, if we could, okay? Would you mind doing that for us, sir? And I'm going to put this on the bottom. I just love that. Just a little more passion. I always share a Beethoven quote. Beethoven said, "To play a wrong note is insignificant. To play without passion is inexcusable." I love that quote, because it just means something. And Mendelssohn has so much passion, So if you don't mind, these are my sets first, but go ahead with yours. But maybe just a little faster. I just want to see what you do. So hang on, and if it gets a little rough, that's okay. I just want to see what you're doing, okay? So it says, allegro di molto. It just doesn't say allegro, it says allegro di molto. All right, that's different. All right, I'm Italian. Di molto. Di molto. All right, so. Yeah, have fun. See what comes up. Even one more time. Before we get started, think about a bar. In other words, hit the deck running. I don't know what that means, but just hit the deck running, okay? I'm not done yet. So in your mind, maybe a couple of right off the bat. You didn't. I wish that you would have grabbed me by the neck and dragged me right up on stage on your first bar. You know what I mean when I say that? Just right off the bat, just hit the deck running on that. Please, get ready now. Watch him. Better. Good. Good. Does that make you a little uncomfortable? Yeah, okay. But and I could be very, music is so personal. But when I hear this and when I've done this, I always just a little faster on the tempo. For me, it doesn't mean, as I said, it doesn't mean that I'm right. It doesn't mean that I'm wrong. It's just we hear it a little differently. And of course, for you, it's a lot harder. All right, I mean, it's a lot faster. By the way, a couple of things. I watched the bows. I watched the string technique. Very nice, very clean, well taught, good instruction. Many times we don't see that. We see bows that don't work together. We see people playing in the wrong part of the bow for certain passages, wrong part in terms of closer to the fingerboard when not. Very well schooled in that respect. It's interesting. Many times, orchestras all have different characters, different personalities. And you are always very proper, and that's wonderful. And sometimes, I want to take just a couple of bars in the Elgar. I'd like to stretch you a little bit. I'm going to squeeze you, not literally. I'm not going to squeeze. I'm not going to touch you, but and I want your conductor to do that. Okay. But so the intensity in that Mendelssohn. Are you going to play these pieces again anyway, sir, at all? Are you? Well, maybe a compromise between the two, in terms of tempo. But as I said before, he knows you much better than I do, okay? So if I get up here and I started that, and the tempo was too fast after a while, you'd be looking at me like, you're going to have a heart attack. We don't want that, okay? But, somewhere in between. Just a little more of that fire, a little more of that energy. And by the same token, just the reverse in the Elgar. I think I dog-eared it. Oh, yes. May we please go? I'd like to start. How about we start at the letter G? What I'm looking for is coming into H. And I'll talk about that in a second. But basically, Elgar does this. I have to hold the microphone. But Elgar, when he brings us, especially in this serenade, it's like, and so what happens is phrasing tends, he writes it in like this, okay? And this happens most of the time through, but it happens beautifully before H, okay? But may we please start at G, because there's a slight decline, and then he brings it back, and he brings us into a glorious, glorious climax at H. So maybe around G, if that's okay with you. Good tempo, nice. I loved your dynamic contrast. I thought it was excellent, and I really, really enjoyed the sensitivity, the musical nuance. I thought that that was good too. I just want to squeeze, when I say squeeze you, I don't